Hello and welcome to Happy Handicrafts. My name is Joanna and today we are going to be making a Paper Sloyd sliding pencil box. This project is the 15th model from the third year from the book Paper Sloyd for Primary Grades by Ednah Anne Rich. Now we kind of like this one because it whipped up fairly quickly, it was pretty simple, and it actually had a use. So come craft with us, we're about to get started. The materials you're going to need for this project are, as always, the book, Paper Sloyd for Primary Grades by Ednah Anne Rich. If you don't have it by now, have a look below. I'm putting two links, one where you can download it for free and another where you can purchase a hard copy. You're also going to need a cutting mat, an X-Acto knife, a pencil, a ruler, some glue, and some good quality paper. We're using a good quality scrapbook paper that's 12 inches by 12 inches. So first we're going to create the box and then we're going to create the case. So we'll take our 12 inch by 12 inch paper and we're going to measure down on the left hand side to 9 1/4 inches, and we'll draw a dot. Then we'll move the ruler in just a little bit and we'll measure down again to the 9 1/4 inch mark and we'll draw another dot. Now using our ruler, we're going to join those two dots with a line. Next, we'll measure in from the left at the top to 3 5/8 of an inch. And we draw a dot. Then we move the ruler down almost to the bottom and we'll measure in again from the left-hand side to 3 5/8 of an inch. And we'll draw our dot. Then using our ruler, once again, we will join those two dots with a line. Now we're going to use our X-Acto knife to cut out our rectangle. If your paper isn't too thick, you could probably use scissors for this. Now place your cut out rectangle horizontally and you're going to measure at the top to 7/8 of an inch and draw a dot. Then leave the ruler in place and measure to 8 3/8 of an inch and draw a dot. And then you'll do the same on the bottom. Measure into 7/8 of an inch and 8 3/8 of an inch. Draw your dots and then you're going to join those dots so you're going to join them with a dotted line. We're doing dotted lines for fold lines just so we don't get confused, and that's actually what is shown in the book and the diagrams. Okay, now we're going to measure down on the left hand side to 7/8 of an inch. And we're going to draw a dot and then we measure to 2 3/4 of an inch and we draw another dot. Now we're going to do the same to the right hand side. Measure down from the top and put your dot at 7/8 of an inch. Then do the 3/4 and now we're going to join those with a line. There's minimal cutting on this model. Really the only cutting that we're going to do is going to be marked with a solid line. So we're going to do that from the vertical lines that we did to the edge is going to be a solid line, and the rest, as you can see Lucy doing, is a dotted line. So you get this solid line on the right hand side and now also on the left hand side. And we'll do the same on this bottom line. We'll do a solid line to the edge, to the vertical line, and then it's going to be dotted. All the way across to the left-hand side, where we'll do another solid line from the vertical dotted line to the edge. Right here. Bloop. Done. So then we'll use our X-Acto knife to cut out those solid lines. There should be 4 of them, and they're very short. It'll get done real quickly. Perfect. Now we're going to use the edge of our ruler to make our initial folds. This is an optional step as always, but we just find using the ruler gives us just a nicer edge. Now we'll just use the flat surface of the ruler to reinforce those lines to make them nice and crisp. Okay, now we're going to use our glue. We're going to fold down the tabs, as you can see Lucy doing, and we're going to put glue on them. Then we fold them in. We're going to keep the tabs on the inside and hold them nice and firmly until the glue takes hold. Okay, next we're going to turn the box around, and we're going to do the same on the other end. Just fold down those tabs, put glue on them, and then fold them inside the box and hold them until they're glued together. And that's the box. That was quick and easy, right? So now let's do the case for the box. We're going to use the same paper that we cut the box out of. From the back, we're going to make a rectangle. Okay, so we're going to measure in at the top from the left, and we're going to go to 6 7/8 of an inch and draw a dot. Then go down a little bit and do the same thing. Measure in from the left to 6 7/8 and draw your dot. Now let's join those 2 dots with a line using our ruler. Great, now we're going to measure down from the top on the left-hand side to 7.5 inches, and we'll draw our dot. Go to that vertical line you just drew, Measure down again from the top to 7.5 inches and draw your dot. Now you can use your ruler again to join those two dots. Now grab your X-Acto knife and cut out that rectangle. Now with your rectangle positioned horizontally, we're going to measure down on the left-hand side and put dots at 7/8 of an inch, 2 7/8 of an inch, 3 7/8 of an inch, and 5 7/8 of an inch. And now we'll do the same on the right-hand side. We'll measure down from the top to 7/8 of an inch, draw your dot, go down to 2 7/8 and draw your dot, and then 3 7/8 and draw your dot, and finally 5 7/8 and draw your dot. These are all going to be fold lines, so we're going to connect these dots. First, the 7/8 of an inch dot, we're going to draw dotted lines to indicate the fold lines. Go now to the next set of dots and join them with your dotted line. And to the next one, 3 7/8 of an inch, and join those dots. And finally, 5 7/8 of an inch, join those two dots with your dotted line. Okay, now we're going to use our ruler to do our initial fold lines. We like to use our ruler so we can keep those lines really straight and accurate. You've got to find the way that's easiest for you to get these lines accurate. Whether it's turning the paper around, whatever it needs to be, try to get those lines accurate. Now using a flat surface, we're just going to reinforce those fold lines. This step makes a big difference in the final product. And now we just need to glue it together. We're going to glue the 7/8 of an inch tab on top of it there. You fold it in, put glue on it, and you're going to fold it onto the inside of the last tab. And just hold it until it is firmly in place, and there is your sliding pencil box. We actually used ours for pencils this time. How great that we can actually use it for the purpose it was made. That will slide, the box will slide into the case, and there's your perfect little sliding pencil case. I really like this project. It was quite simple to make, not a lot of steps, not a lot of cutting, not a crazy lot of measurements. I think we did a great job. How did you do? Thank you for following us, and thank you for crafting with us. We'll see you in the next video.